Hey everybody. So I earlier today got finished up with a inner healing client, and in our session it really became evident, it kind of was stirred inside of me to share with you a practical tip about our mental game, our mind game up here, because it's our health, our healing, our well-being, the strength of our bodies, our spiritual strength, our relationship strength. So much of our life has to do with our thoughts up here. And I want to give you a really practical tool to be able to help you, when you are really struggling mentally in what I used to call the what if spiral. So I used to get trapped in that what if spiral of, well, what if when I'm sleeping, my kids get kidnapped? And then what if they get drugged? And what if they get put into trafficking? And what if they get raped? And just all of this like downward, terrible what if spiral. And I could go crazy just thinking about it. What if my house catches on fire? And then what if we lose all our stuff? And what if the animals get trapped? I think most of us can get trapped in that what if spiral, and it steals, it kills, and it destroys. That's the goal of the enemy. That what if spiral steals, kills, and destroys our joy, our purpose, our future, our health. It's just terrible. And it's not the way that the Lord designed our minds to function. So this practical step, when I was in the midst about 5 years ago of a really bad health crisis in my life, I was getting trapped in that what if spiral. What is going to happen to me? What if this gets worse? What if this doesn't fix it? And this sermon randomly popped up randomly popped up. And it was about focusing on the here and now, because here and now is all we really have. And it took some retraining, but right in the beginning of that health crisis for me, when I would notice that my mind would start to spiral in that what if, I would instead say, nope, I'm going to focus on the here and now. And I even wrote those words down on a Post-it and stuck it around my house. Here and now. So instead of getting trapped in that what if spiral of my kids being kidnapped and raped and put in sex trafficking and all that, I said, nope, here and now. Where are my kids? My kids right now are asleep in their beds safely. Or my husband, something happening to my husband at work. Well, nope, I'm not going to think about that. Where is my husband right now? He's good. He's at work, totally fine. So that's the practical tip for you. When you notice yourself getting lost in that spiral, that what if, or that string of worrying thoughts, stop it. Stop those worrying thoughts in their tracks and say, nope, enemy, I'm focusing on the here and now. Here and now, what's going on? And if you have something traumatic, something hard that's going on in your here and now, then you're going to sit in it and you're going to rely on the Lord's strength to get through it. But this practical tool is more for the situations where we are thinking illogically and we're getting wrapped up in the what ifs of days, weeks, months, years down the line that never end up happening. The illogical fear that overtakes us. Matthew 6:33, Jesus is saying not to worry. That, to seek first the kingdom of God, because he's going to give you everything you need. And Matthew 6:34 continues to say, don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow's got worries of its own. Focus on today. And that's all we have. That's not a negative mindset to have. It's actually positive, is thinking about just the here and now, this moment right now, what is going on and how can I move forward? Because that crazy what if spiral ends up stealing our present, which is usually pretty okay. And it starts implanting negative thought patterns and negative thoughts that we get lost in. And it steals from our current moment with our family, with our friends, with our jobs, with our relationships. So that's it. That's your practical tool. When you are feeling trapped in that what if cycle or trapped by your worries or stresses, stop that thinking. Say, what's going on here and now? Here and now, here and now. I'm not going to worry about the future. I'm present right now. I hope that is a practical tip that will help you guys when the enemy is trying to play mind games on you, because he surely, surely does. So I pray that you are blessed today.